Since we are all collectively in Asian people's business, let's talk about it. Because a lot of y'all acting shocked to discover through Messy Asian TikTok that not all Asian people like each other.
Hi guys, welcome on another episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you as well for your support. I see them and I do not take it for granted at all. There is a messy conversation that is currently unfolding online, and it is coming within the Asian community itself. There is even like a tag on every video talking about it saying Messy Asian TikTok, because this is really messy. A lot of Black people are now catching on the layers, the infighting and the gatekeeping, and also the quiet tensions that are now being heard out for everyone to see. And if I tell you it is giving unfiltered drama, it is really unfiltered. Last week I had shared a video about a creator, Asian creator, I think Asian, white and Asian creator going viral, talking about how she side-eyes white people whenever she sees them at Asian store. And a video went viral. It was taken out of context because she was joking. If you haven't watched it, I'm going to put it like on the screen. So just go down the videos, like maybe 4 or 5 videos. You're going to see that video and then you can watch it to get the whole thing going on. So she said she always side-eye, white people whenever she come across them in Asian stores, and it went viral. And some big Asian creator clipped her video and just talked about the part where she said she side-eye white people without actually clipping the entire video, which gave the whole thing a very different narrative. And then people dig deeper to find out that this Asian creator is, kind of married to a white man. So there's a lot of conversation that is coming out of that. And that conversation evolved into knowing that Asian people do not actually like each other. It became a division, like some were siding with this lady, others were against it, saying they don't mind sharing. And you can just see the divide in the Asian community. And while they were on that, they decided to use the opportunity as well to expose so many things. And then we are now finding out that they do not actually like Black people, taking matcha, taking boba tea. You guys, it is messy. There is a Black creator that now made a video compiling the list of the things that is so messy and is currently going on in the Asian community. I need you guys to check this video out.
So I found myself in Asian people business, and this is what the fuck I found out. So first and foremost, they real pissed about that matcha shit. They don't like that we be drinking that shit. Well, I don't be drinking matcha, but they don't like that everybody be drinking matcha. They feel as if y'all done wore that shit the fuck out. They don't like that they can't find no matcha. It's a shortage in that shit. And they don't like that y'all raise the prices on them fucking that matcha. They really holding a grudge against us about that shit, for real. On the fact of cultural appropriation, they don't like when white tea people are at them Asian grocery stores. They feel as if that you really don't have no business there, and like, what the fuck are you doing there? Like, cause y'all just be gentrifying the fuck out of their culture, and they don't really like that. So yeah, they've been real pissed about it. It's been a real big debate, but it's like people on both sides. Some people be like, yeah, we could do it together, but like other people like, fuck no, get your ass about our shit. And lastly, they beefing in their community. They beefing with the ones that's married to white people. The Asian women, you know how they be married to them white men and they don't even know what the fuck they be saying? Yeah, they feel like that shit gives picnisha as fuck. They don't like that shit, a lot of them. And it's real divided. It's real divided. And you can always tell, they said, when an Asian woman is married to a white man. Because, they'll try to act real white and shit and try to pretend like they don't know what you talk about when you call them out on it. So they've been real hostile about it. So I found myself back in Asian people business, and this is what I found out. So they doing a light skin versus dark skin type shit in a community, and they beefing real bad because apparently all Asians don't like each other. So look, this is what's going on. So the Southeast Asians, those are like the brown skin Asians, like they darker, and the East Asians, they the light skins, right? So the East Asians be talking cash shit about the Southeast Asians. They be calling them all kinds of crazy names. Man, they coming out their body with the shit. They in there talking about they calling them jungle people, monkey, Asian slave, Tarzan. This is not me saying this, by the way. Like, this is what they saying. But yeah, so they really divided amongst themselves. They also have a term for pick-me's in that community. They be calling the pick-me's pick-micos. Yeah, that's what they be calling them. And basically the way that you're gonna know that you have a pick-mico on your hand is that they be trying to act like extra Asian around white people. Like, they be trying to wear kimonos, but it don't even be like traditional kimonos. Like, they be trying to wear like that Fashion Nova shit with the plastic chopsticks and shit from the Party City. Like, they in there doing a lot around them white tea people, and they don't really fuck with that shit, for real. Okay, so the last thing that I found out was that a lot of Asian people are starting to become more pro-black. Like, that's something that's really starting to become radicalized, like, within a lot of their communities. If they're not a pick-me-go, because if they're a pick-me-go, you can count that shit the fuck out. They're not going to be pro-black. But everybody the fuck else, if they're younger, they are a lot more kind of pro-black. You know, they really for the causes and shit, supporting Black Lives Matter, all kinds of shit, because they feel like we be going through a lot of the same struggles and shit. And they be trying to unite with us. So that's what I found. I got the 10 and it's piping hot. Child, they mad about them J bracelets too. Ooh, they are pissed. Yeah, they talking about some, y'all appropriated the fuck out of them, caused the prices to go the fuck up, and then y'all done gave it a new name. Y'all done whitewashed the name, calling them Buddha bracelets. Yeah, they pissed about that shit. So, my last video, I was talking about how a lot of them are becoming radicalized and they real pro-black. But, look, check this out. I did not know how deep on the other Asian people necks they are. Like, they are so deep on their necks. So them radicalized Asians that's real pro-black, they're upset with the non-pro-black and pro-Asian people because they feel like they really want to be white and they real whitewash, and they're calling them out for being anti-black. They're basically saying, like, how the fuck are you anti-black when y'all appropriate the fuck out of black people culture? Like, y'all be using all they slang, you know, listening to all they music and shit like that, but you're anti-black. Is crazy ass work, and they have not let up off their necks. Like, it's real deep. It's so deep to the point to the ones that are married to white people, they're talking shit about them too. Talking about how you so Asian and yet you let your white husband talk shit about Asian culture. Like, the white people that be married to Asian people, they be talking cash shit about Asian people and they don't do shit. Like, they just sitting there taking that shit. They be talking about their food, their culture, how they can't understand them, all kinds of crazy shit. But
I want to be this creator's friend so bad because she basically just summarized every single thing. Like, she's just giving the headline the way it is trending. Like I said, the whole conversation started from the lady who went to the store and said she gives white people side high. And, you know, the divide came because there was bigger creators that were attacking her. So now the conversation is really, really messy. People are finding out how bad it is in the Asian community and how they actually do not like each other. And it's been so surprising to so many black people, especially in the comment section, saying that they do not know that they beef with each other this way as well. And I want to hear what you guys think. There are more reactions that I need you guys to see. There's an Asian woman as well telling on our people that I need you guys to see. So without wasting much time, let's get into it.
Radical and messy Asian here. I'm going to spill the cha. A lot of these large creators who happen to be East Asian got millions upon millions of followers and all of these brand deals and book deals because of their alignment to whiteness, their white adjacency, and capitalism. If you go look at their content, they have been pretty silent on the genocide in Palestine, which is in Asia. And forget about it, they don't even talk about Congo or Sudan. Because if they were to talk about these three topics, they would have to confront the ways in which they benefit from their white adjacency and how their white adjacency affords them a level of power and, let's just be honest, get opportunities through capitalism. They benefit financially from being accepted by whiteness. And talking shit about this administration is not that radical. It's socially acceptable. It's not you're not gonna lose a job over it. And what gets me every time is when they talk about Asian representation and speaking out for Asian causes. Again, Palestine is in West Asia. What are you talking about? So you only mean the kind of Asians that are the closest to white. So that's the cha. I'll see you next time.
Since we are all collectively in Asian people's business, let's talk about it. Because a lot of y'all acting shocked to discover through messy Asian TikTok that not all Asian people like each other. Like, it's shocking to y'all that not all Asian communities get along. That's not new. That's literally history with a capital H and a lowercase. We ain't never addressed it. So you got the East Asians, the Southeast Asians, the South Asians, each with their own cultures, their own politics, their own histories of colonizing each other, interfighting, intermingling, and yes, judging each other's skin tones. Darker-skinned Southeast Asians being called monkey? That ain't new. That's old world colorism dressed up as new internet drama. But see, here's the fact that a lot of y'all don't want to swallow. And the part that y'all don't want to hear, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. Every single ethnic community deals with colorism, and the root of that colorism all traces back to anti-blackness, full stop, period, point blank. It traces back to the obsession with the proximity to whiteness. It traces back to that whole light skin is better belief nonsense. And it's a fear of being compared to blackness when, in fact, we ain't got shit to do with this beef. But it sure as hell is rooted in anti-blackness. Y'all need to understand in this big year of 2025 that anti-blackness is a global export. It travels, it mutates, and it settles inside communities that swear that they're fighting their own battles. Meanwhile, they're reproducing the same hierarchy that was built to keep us at the bottom, and everybody else scrambling for a little spot at the top. So this Asian messy TikTok drama is not new, and it ain't surprising. It's just the internet shining a big ass ring light on what people have been whispering about for generations. Now what is new is people naming the root of it as being anti-blackness instead of just trying to write it off as jokes or just culture. What is also new is the movement we are seeing of a large amount of Asian people from whatever community they belong to, whatever ethnic group, being pro-black instead of anti-black and being loud about it and checking each other about it. Because once you call it what it is and you name what it is, it's hard to not see it no more. Anyways, carry on. Let's just stop acting like this is new and hasn't been a thing for generations, or that we don't know what the root cause of it is. And to all of you pro-black Asian people, whatever community and ethnic group you belong to, we see you, we appreciate you. And y'all heard them call out them ones that seek white approval so bad, calling them pick-micos? Ooh, girl. When I tell you I'm set for this. But we're gonna be quiet and sit back and watch. Carry on, carry on.
Breaking news that is indeed breaking. This is for the black community, okay? The Asian community is fighting. And they throwing hands, they tussling. Now I was on Threads, and they told me, Godiva, it's a seat over there for you, but just bring some popcorn and wine, and you gonna have a good time, okay? The Asian community is tussling. They holding theirs accountable, and they calling out the colonialism. I said they calling out the white folks, the whitewash shit. Bet, say less, I'm on the way. They said, hold on. I said, what's going on? I said, I'm going to bring the wine and the popcorn. They said, listen, because we know you got a loud mouth and you going to let other people know. I was? Yes, I was. They said they can come, but come in, sit down, shut up, don't touch nothing, okay? Don't get too loud, don't get too active. Hold on now, okay? We stay out of black folk business. We need y'all to stay up out of our business. So you can be in our business, but mind your business. And I said, noted. Noted. Me and my crew, we just here to watch. We're just spectators. We're just in the background. So y'all, hop on over, cause it's going down in Asian business. I feel like they've been putting me in their business low key all week long, but I mean, I'm always here for this conversation. We've been waiting on this one. So yeah, hop on over, because the Asian Americans all over the globe, they fighting, they tussling, y'all. They holding each other accountable.
The messiest layers that is coming out to the surface is how many Asians who marry white people, or the Asians who grow up in white spaces, seems to adopt this superiority complex. This is like a very major issue that is being discussed, because they think being adjacent to whiteness give them a license to talk down on other Asians, on black folks, and anyone that they feel is too ethnic. Their own people are finally cutting it out. Because this idea that you are better because you're being accepted by white or by whiteness currently being rejected publicly, as it should be, honestly, as it should be. At the end of the day, every community has its own issue, and I want to hear what you guys think. Like I said, the black creator that I first shared, she was the one compiling every single thing that is going on, every messy thing that has been brought up in the conversation and the division that is currently going on in their community. She is letting people catch on, and so many people are now catching on how messy the community is right now, and how they don't even know that it is this bad down there as well. Maybe because they speak a language that so many do not understand. I feel like maybe that is the reason why they do not know. But yes, there is a huge beef going on as well in the Asian community. I don't think it is new, but maybe people just do not pay attention, or maybe the internet did not actually highlight the fact that their community is as divided as you can imagine. Like, it's really divided. Performative closeness, the performative unity that, sometimes we seems to see online is not true. Like, in most cases, it is not true. So their conversation, the mess that is currently going on in their community, is giving a lot of people, especially Black people, a closer look at the mess. So many Black people are now realizing that support isn't always mutual. I think the goal isn't to divide. I do not think the vision is going to favor any party. Seriously, we all know that we live in a world where they thrive on division, and our division is actually what they prey on. I do not think the vision is the goal, but yes, some truth telling is going to help to unpack so many things and even help other people to see things on a different light. I want to hear what you guys think about this whole conversation. What do you think about, some of this revelation now currently coming out of the Asian community? If you have been following the drama as well, I do not know if this drama is on Twitter, but I am very sure that it is on TikTok, because all the stitches that I shared with you guys was gotten from TikTok, and you guys, it is messy. Let me hear what you all think in the comment section, and I am going to see you guys in the next one.